Hello and good evening. This is Dr. Alalade at the ATG IVF Center. It's my pleasure to be your doctor here at ATG. And if you've been following Ask the Gynecologist, you'll be aware that we started ATG about 7 years ago, November 2015 to be precise. And many doctors have come and gone, but by the grace of God, here we stand. And over the last few years, we've made consistent strides and taking baby steps to consolidate our online presence into real life presence. And you're aware that we started with a laboratory to help people do investigations and all tests that they need for infertility, especially. And also, we started an IVF center in Agege. You can see the name on across my chest there. And also, we opened another branch at Lekki some few months ago. And I'm happy that by the grace of God, we are taking that stride to make lives better, and we've given a lot of couples hope, and God is doing wonders, and we are grateful to you. We're grateful to God Almighty that is doing these wonders. The purpose of my video today is to explain to you the price plan at ATG. It makes it easier. So I'm going to share a picture across your screen shortly, and you see the whole price sheet. It's going to be there for about 5 seconds. Then I'll go back to this board here so that I can show you exactly how the price sheet works in ATG. Usually when you send a text to the ATG, Agege or Lekki, one of our managers there, Mrs. Nikki or Mrs. Shisola or Cynthia, they will reply you with a list of all the costs. And sometimes it can be a bit confusing, especially when you're looking at all the figures popping out on your screen. But this video here helps to break it down into understandable bits so that it's easier for you to assimilate, show to your husband, and even easier for you to make plans, concrete plans to start your journey to infertility, to fertility from infertility, to that journey of change, because change starts when we change. Now, if you come to our IVF center, look at this board behind me. You see lots of things there. And if you look at it, I'm hoping that this video will swoop around. You see IVF in the center here, okay? IVF in the center there. And then you can see at the top here, we have ICSI. ICSI is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. It's a form of test we do to help couple that the sperm has problem, to remove the genes and put into the egg to fertilize the egg. That is ICSI. It's a form of IVF that we do to assist when the man has problem, especially. Now, if you look at the next option here is surgical sperm collection. Sometimes, for some reason, the man produces sperm, okay? Or is not able to produce sperm, or the sperm is producing the semen contains no sperm at all. For such people, or is ejaculating and there's no sperm in the semen at all. So some people, we can assist them to do surgical sperm collection, to take out the sperm, matured sperm from the testicles through different ways, PESA, TESA, and all those things, to help them to fertilize. If we do surgical sperm collection, that is SSC, we can sometimes revert back to using ICSI to assist. In fact, most people that you do surgical sperm collection for, they'll probably need ICSI to facilitate the sperm acrosome to be able to crack the shell of the egg, because sometimes the sperm is so weak, it can't crack the eggshell, okay, that's zona pellucida. So we try to use ICSI to encourage and to get the gene of the sperm into the egg through ICSI. ICSI is a bit expensive, but some people that will need surgical sperm collection will need ICSI. For our center, ICSI is free. We've already made it free from September 2022. So if you need anything about ICSI, it's free already, and it's been sorted and it's been made available for people. Okay? Now if you move to this next one, some men, their sperm has problem and they cannot produce sperm at all. They will need donor sperm. We have donors that are already ready. We've screened them and they're always at beacon call, so that in case a man that thinks he or the couple has good sperm, and it happens that on the day of sperm production, their sperm is so bad, there's already a donor that we've already screened, ready, so that we make life easier for couples. We don't want people to go home after they've been stimulated, the husband can't produce a sperm, or the sperm is bad, and then that's the end. No, some people, they travel from afar, from Canada, America, Luxembourg, Germany, Britain. We want to make things happen. So we have donor sperm available to help people, and they are ready at our center so that they can assist without delay. Some people will need egg donor, especially if you've gone through menopause, premature ovarian failure, some people will need egg donors. So if by the time you start your preliminary test at ATG IVF Center, by the way, all the tests you need to start your IVF journey is already free and built with your IVF. So you don't need to pay for tests separately. If you've come for tests before at our laboratory and you end up needing IVF, we will subtract the cost of the test you've done from your IVF bill. My manager will do that for you, so don't panic at all about that, okay? So that's egg donor. Some people will need egg donor, okay? Some people will need donor embryo, so that is donor egg and sperm. When you say embryo, you're saying egg and sperm. When you say sperm only, egg only, egg only. Donor embryo is when it has been combined. When you add sperm and egg, it becomes embryo. So some people will need donor embryo. That is separate. Some people, they'll come. The husband can't leave work at the same time when the wife is leaving work. So the husband will come down first to our center from maybe America or Canada. They'll freeze their own egg, okay? And then the woman will come later on so that he or she can do what he or she needs to do, and the woman will come and start the IVF. So the sperm has already been banked at our center, and it can be used for the couple, for the woman, when she arrives at our center, whether Agege or Lekki. We run both centers with capable hands. Our embryologist is second to none, international standard guy, and he knows what he's doing, knows his onions very, very well. Our doctors at our IVF centers, Agege and Lekki, they are all seasoned, and they know what they're doing. And our managers will look after you. If you have any concern, yes, you will have concern. If there's any concern, let us know. We'll fix them as soon as possible. Over here, some people want to do family balancing. Some cultures, they want boys, some want girl. For some reason, I don't know. Some people too, they're just happy with things. Their culture is happy, but they want to balance their family. We have that service available where you can do gender selection. It's available still yet, okay? So you can do that. Some people want surrogacy. They want somebody, there are issues with the womb cavity and they need surrogate to carry their pregnancy for them. That is where surrogacy comes in. We don't do surrogacy ourselves. We've given it out to an agency. They'll support you and they'll carry you along and they'll feed us back what you need and what you want. So we don't have an agency in-house, but we help you with surrogacy, okay? Now, for bankings, I've seen situations where couples, so before I go to banking, if you need a surrogate, we'll advise you what you need, how things can be done, and we'll refer you to an agency, and that's it. So once the surrogate is ready, we'll put the embryo into them. That's it. We'll get them ready, prepared, and put into them at the right time. Now, about banking. Some people, I've seen couples that are in Nigeria, they want to go to Canada for job offers, reason, school, whatever. But they want to start their IVF quickly before they go because it's expensive in overseas. A typical IVF in Dublin will cost 20,000 euro. In America, almost 30 grand or 25 grand. In Canada, very similar. In UK, almost 10,000 to 15,000 pounds. So some people want to, they know they have problems. They don't want to delay their travel to America or to Canada or to Europe. They want to bank their eggs or bank their sperm so that the sperm is there already. For about 6 months to 1 year, we offer that service. Sperm banking, gamete banking, okay? That's that. Then we also have genetic screening. Some people in their family, they have sickle cell gene in their family. They don't want to produce children that have sickle cell. We can do genetic screening. And some other diseases that run in the family as well, we can screen them through our genetic screening service. That is our service at ATG IVF Center. Our incubators are solid, okay? We have 4 separate incubators. And including our laboratory, it makes 8 incubators. So each laboratory, 2 incubators, medical lab, 2, another 2 in Lekki. And at the IVF Center, we have 3 incubators. 1 big balanced incubator, big one, another smaller one just in case of emergency, and transport incubator in case there's absolute emergency, we have to move things out, we are ready, it's there. So there are 3 incubators at the IVF Center in Agege, 3 in Lekki, and we are ready in case of anything. Sometimes for reasons we have to move things. It's very rare, but we have to be prepared. So we are ready. Our center, Agege Lekki, we have solar panels in case there's issue with any energy supply. NEPA is there, yes, epileptic. Our generators are 80 kV generators, 80 kV generators in Agege and Lekki, so they can supply. And there are solar panels, I can't remember the megawatt, what they call those solar panels, or what they call them, in Agege Lekki, so that in case there's any interruption. And lastly speaking, we have power banks, battery inverters, where they store energy, and 24 hours, even if there's no light, the incubator is powered on. Okay, so we have 4 main energy supply, so that there's nothing wrong with any of our incubators at any point in time. And also for freezing, we have our 40 liters cryo cans at Agege, Lekki, 2 each, making 4 in each side, so that there's no headache. okay, and there's one transport one to go and fill up the liquid nitrogen from the BOC gases at mainland. So we are well sorted. It took us a while to get there, but we are there for you for a purpose. Now, when you're asking about IVF, it comes in 3 or 4 different ways. IVF, some people will use their own egg and their own sperm. That's number 1. IVF number 2, some people will need donor sperm or donor egg. IVF number 3, some people will just need donor sperm alone or this and that. Number 4, some people want to do family balancing. Some people want to do genetic screening. Some people want to do freezing because they want to travel. So we put all these categories. Number 1, using their own egg and sperm. Number 2, using donor egg. Number 3, using donor egg or donor sperm. Okay, and lastly, other things like you want to do ICSI, you want to freeze your sperm or egg, or you want to do gender selection, family balance. So we have all these things sorted out. When you call our center, they will tell you the prices. Sometimes we run bonanza or like discount, or sometimes we get support from our ATG IVF Foundation. They support people. They support people from time to time. So if you call our center, they'll send you a text that contains all our prices. Usually, what you get is the cost of IVF and then the cost of the drugs, okay? As of now, IVF is expensive all over the world. I know that. But in Nigeria, it's actually cheaper than most places in the world. Our IVF cost at Agege, okay, is about 1.785. They'll give you that cost, okay? And the drugs, 850, okay? But what we've done is to bring down the cost for IVF to bring it to 1.1 and then the drugs to 750. So instead of you paying 2.6 million as a total cost of 1.7 and 850, you pay about 1.8 million for everything. So it covers. So that's what you read in the text. So under the sponsorship and bonanza, instead of paying 2.6 million, which comprises of an IVF cost 1.787,500 and 850k, 2.635,500, you only be paying 1.85 million. That is 1.1 for the IVF and 750 for the drugs. Very affordable. It can be done. You can save towards it. So the IVF is 1.8 million flat. Now the promo is still on, and the promo runs from time to time. Now, if for any reason, okay, you need donor eggs, that is separate from this cost I've given to you. Donor eggs will be built separately. You might not need it at all, but for some people that are menopausal, they pass through, they stop ovulating, they'll need donor eggs, or if they're above 40, in most cases, they'll need donor eggs. Especially if you're above 40, the chances that you need donor eggs is very, very high because, the IVF, basically you're stressing the eggs, you're stressing the sperm. Egg that is not totally good at that age will probably need assistance. So you consider donor egg if you're above 40. Some people will need, like I said at the beginning, some people will need surgical sperm collection or ICSI. There's a separate price for that, okay? ICSI is free, like I said. But if you're going to do surgical sperm collection, then it's separate, okay? Some people will need what we call IUI, intrauterine insemination, okay? Where we maybe the husband is in Canada or is in America, we've frozen the sperm for a while, and the woman is ready now, we stimulate her, okay? And then we thaw the sperm and we put it in with the eggs, okay? Sorry, we just thaw the sperm and we put the sperm in. That's it, that's IUI. So when people will need IUI, that is separate. My managers will give you the cost for that if that's what you need. But IUI is used only if it's necessary. Don't go for IUI because it's cheap. You go for IUI because you need it. Now some people think IVF is expensive. IUI is a bit cheap. I'll go for and do IUI. If you don't need IUI is not going to work for you, especially if you got issues with the woman. You're not ovulating or your tubes are blocked. Stuff like that. IUI is necessary. Okay, so they'll give you all this cost, okay? But if you want to do gender selection, family balancing, there's a separate cost for that. There's the 80% guaranteed one, and I also have the 99% guaranteed one. My managers will give you the cost for that. So if you got a text, you will see there. Gender selection, 80%, there's the price. Gender selection, 99.9%, there's nothing 100%. Okay, they'll give you the cost as well. Now, while looking at that text they've given to you, you also see another thing down there. They say you can pay 3.9 million for 3.945 million for 2 cycles. Okay, so that is for people that want that guarantee, because IVF is not always successful in the first instance. Sometimes for people, and some people they will do first cycle at our center, they are pregnant. Some people they will come to the second attempt, they'll get pregnant. Usually half of those that don't get pregnant are those ones that don't listen to our advice. Many times if a woman will come to our center from America, from Canada, from anywhere, from Abuja, they'll say, they know that they have sperm problem, okay? But because the woman wants to use his own sperm, they want to use that. They didn't get pregnant. Then they now come second time. We told them before you need donor sperm. They say, okay, fine, use the donor sperm now. And then they get pregnant. I've seen men like that. As of today now, a couple at Lekki, their sperm count is 1 million. Definitely, even if you do ICSI for that, its chances of success is already slim. Because to do ICSI successfully, you need also numbers as well. If you're dealing with 1 million sperm per meal, chances of success is very, very low. So for such people, that lady, that family couple, they say they want ICSI. They don't want donor sperm. The chance of success is already low. They're happy with that. Those are the numbers that lead to low, our negative result. But however, if you follow the advice of our embryologist, okay, the guy knows what he's doing, and I can bet on that. If he says do this, in most cases, if you listen to him, you probably see the best result. And people that have followed him, talk to them. They knew that if they are listening to him for the first time, they would have seen the best success come from them. Now, listen to me. Now, I'm not God. I'm only giving advice. So now, if you want to do the 2 cycles, just in case the first one fails, you got to cost 3.9. And if that first one fails, God forbid, you want to do the second one, it's already been billed. You don't need to pay again. That is the whole summary you're going to get. You're going to get that text from my manager. They'll break down all the costs. That is what you go through in the list. And then it makes it easier. By watching this video, that text becomes much easier for you to understand. I'll go over it again. IVF comes like this. There's IVF in the center. If you're using your own egg and your own sperm, okay, that is this one. You're using your own husband sperm and using your own egg. IVF, straightforward. No case, no problem. I've given the cost for that. It's in the text. It's in this video now. Then if you have issues with your sperm, you want to do ICSI, there's good number of sperm, but not too good. The sperm cannot swim too fast, but they are there, they're okay. ICSI. We can't get sperm at all from your semen, surgical sperm collection, if possible. Nothing at all. It's not happening. No sperm, no nothing. Donor sperm. You're not ovulating anymore, no egg, nothing. Donor egg. Wife, husband, nothing. Donor embryo. Oh, I've done this time. It's successful. I want to freeze the remaining so I can use it next time. I can freeze it for you at a small fee. Family balancing. I want a boy, I want a girl, I want boys and girls. There's that one. Surrogacy. We have an agency that is attached that we can link you up with. Once they get you your surrogate, we stimulate them, get your embryo, and then transfer into them. Banking. You want to go to abroad for it. Wow. You want to go for some studies, but your fertility is declining. You want to freeze your egg. You want to freeze your sperm. There's banking. You want to screen for family, genetic diseases, inherited. We can screen for you. And those ones are as per price, depending on what test you want to screen. We'll do it for you. That is the whole summary you need. That's what you need most. And it will help you to understand our text, our price sheet. From time to time, we run Bonanza. Just log in all the time, check out, call our center. They'll tell you when the Bonanza is running, when the next one is running, and so you can partake from this Bonanza and you don't miss out at all. I don't want you to miss out. My joy is that every woman that comes in contact with me gets pregnant when they want to, if they want to, by the grace of God. That's what I want. My name is Dr. Alalade once again, ATG IVF Center, yours truly. Thank you so much, and I'm happy to serve. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.